Hello everyone, welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams, and in today's Cryptid Corner mini-episode, I have a couple of great articles to read you today, folks. One, a possible gray alien or mysterious creature in this witness's home. Another, we're going to basically be talking about some weird pterosaur sightings that were seen in Pennsylvania. Let's get into the first article, terrifying gray monster encounter in family home in December 2014, and read exactly what the witnesses, what they saw. On a quiet December evening in 2014, a young boy's ordinary night watching TV was shattered by the chilling sight of a faceless gray figure appearing at him from the kitchen. What followed, blackouts, visions of strange colors, and an escalating sense of possession, suggests something far more bizarre than imagination was at work. On December 23rd, 2014, in the evening, my son was watching TV in the living room while I was in the bedroom. He came to tell me that he saw a gray monster in the kitchen. The creature peeked through the bar area and looked at him while he sat on the couch. He was terrified. He described the monster as gray and lacking a human face. It didn't speak, and it was at that moment that he came to get me to tell me what he had encountered. I went to investigate, but I couldn't see anything. Of course, that's how these things usually go, isn't it, folks? You can't see anything because these things are usually invisible to most people. That's what we've usually read through, folks. So I'm not surprised that our adult here, when she came to investigate what it was, she saw nothing. But let's read on and see what happened next. At the time, he had been experiencing blackouts. One day at school, he blacked out and ended up under the slide on the playground. He was 8 years old. He didn't know how he got there. He had also been seeing colors lately, mainly red and blue. When he saw these colors, he said he could not control his body. It felt like something was taking over, and it was as if he was watching a split video screen in his head. We had visited a neurologist, but they didn't find anything wrong. I was worried because he was seeing things inside the home more frequently and losing time that he could not account for. He was afraid and slept in my bedroom. I'm not surprised, folks. It sounds like there was some real bad energy following this boy, and it sounds like it was trying to take him over. Was this perhaps some sort of demonic entity? Was this what this gray being was? And the fact that it was gray, like the way gray aliens have been described, folks, both the small and the larger variety, makes me think that maybe this could possibly be an abduction encounter? Perhaps. I'm not quite sure. But either way, let's finish off this article and take a look at the picture that came with it. He had always had a spiritual side, and this wasn't the first time he had encountered these gray beings. His previous experience was during a Reiki session. I have attached a picture that he drew of the monster he encountered. I am happy to say that he overcame the strange events and attends College D. Let's take a look at that picture, folks, as we discuss this thing. It looks like it could possibly be a gray alien, folks, especially with the oversized head, doesn't it? Or is it possible that this gray being was maybe some sort of shadow entity? That's because the drawing here looks more black rather than gray here, folks. But if I saw this, I would definitely think there's a good chance it could be either, a gray alien, a demon, or another worldly creature from another dimension, folks. Whatever it was, it does look very terrifying, and I'm happy this man, he's a man now, folks, has overcome it. Either way, let's wonder about that for a moment, folks. Why was this entity interested in him? Was it trying to possess him? Or was it trying to abduct him, perhaps? If it indeed was an alien being. Either way, truly terrifying. But let's move on to the next article. Pterosaurs in Pennsylvania. Eyewitness reports of living thunderbirds that defy extinction. Let's get into this article and read once more of pterosaurs and thunderbirds. Let's read the opening now. For decades, Pennsylvanians have reported encounters with massive winged creatures resembling long-extinct pterosaurs, gray and leathery, often described as having glowing or spined tails. Are these witnesses glimpsing a surviving prehistoric relic, an interdimensional visitor, or something that blurs the line between cryptid legend and paleontological impossibility? The Harvey's Lake Encounter, 1994. In the summer of 1994, a quiet outing near Harvey's Lake turned into an unforgettable brush with the unknown. The witness recalled sitting on the hood of a cameo by a creek when a strange sound echoed overhead. Thwomp, 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 like bedsheets snapping in the wind. Looking up, they were shocked to see a massive creature gliding directly above. Gray, featherless, long-tailed, and with wings larger than the car beneath them. The first thing that came to mind was a pterodactyl. The witness said, terrified, the couple fled. That was a startling story, but it's one of many, so let's read on. Later that evening, they approached what appeared to be a campfire along the same creek, but as they neared, the firelight abruptly vanished. Locals would later tell them that the creature had been seen before, sometimes even glowing like fire in the dark. And then we get to Gladwine, a pterosaur above Philadelphia suburbs. A Philadelphia landscaper named Tom described a broad-winged reptilian creature flying above the wooded estate of Gladwine. What struck him most was its tail, long, thin, and tipped with a bulb-like knob or vein. The uniform golden tan color suggested skin or scales rather than feathers. Its flight pattern, slow, gliding, deliberate, reminded him of no bird he had ever seen. Only later did he learn that particular pterosaur species, such as Ramathrachius, bore tail veins identical to those he had observed. Greensburg, a skyborn behemoth, 2021. In May 2021, a woman stopped at a red light in downtown Greensburg, looked up, and froze. Against the sky loomed a creature of staggering size, its wingspan stretching the length of 2 cars. She described leathery black skin, a long lizard-like tail, and a sharply pointed beak with a cranial crest. The beast alternated between powerful flaps and silent glides, banking hard as it turned toward South Greensburg. A seasoned observer of wildlife, she dismissed vultures, cranes, and eagles outright. It was something I had never seen before. She later told me the entire experience felt surreal. Indeed, folks, it feels almost dreamlike, but also there's something rather real about it as well in her description. Either way, let's move on. Reading A Pelican That Wasn't 2016. In reading this particular story, folks, another Pennsylvanian reported what they first thought was a pelican, but when they noticed the unmistakable tail, they realized it resembled something far older, a pterodactyl-like creature soaring where no pelican should be. This same witness recalled a massive silent triangle UFO sighting from 1971, suggesting, as many others do, that the line between cryptids, ultra-terrestrials, and UFO phenomena may be far thinner than most assume. Pterosaur or Thunderbird. For over half a century, Pennsylvania has long been a hotspot for giant winged cryptids. Some witnesses describe them in Native American terms as thunderbirds, immense spiritual beings associated with storms. Others, influenced by paleontology, framed them as pterosaurs, living fossils that somehow survived extinction. Intriguingly, several cases such as Harvey's Lake describes glowing or fire-like light suggesting bioluminescence or interdimensional qualities. Whether these creatures are remnants of prehistory, travelers from another realm, or manifestations of cultural mythos, their repeated appearance across Pennsylvania cannot be easily dismissed. The mystery persists, haunting creeksides, towns, and skies, and with every new report, the question deepens. Are we sharing our airspace with something we were never meant to see? Source, Stan Gordon, Lon Strickler. Very interesting, isn't it, folks? What are these entities? Are they real? Are they indeed real thunderbirds or pterosaurs? If they are some sort of spiritual entities, is it possible that these thunderbirds have always been able to take the appearance of pterosaurs? Or have pterosaurs actually been the source of all these thunderbird reports to begin with? And if they are indeed living relics of prehistory, why have we never been able to prove their existence? Or is it possible that these and other entities are somehow hidden from us, folks? Is there some force hiding these entities from mankind itself? And I don't mean just the government, folks, who might play a hand in it, but maybe there's an overarching power or force that is keeping mankind sequestered from the paranormal like this, perhaps because they don't want to have to deal with mankind and what mankind will do if they freak out at the existence of supernatural entities like this. Maybe that's why we've never been able to prove, well, aliens, ghosts, or even pterosaurs or thunderbirds. Yeah, why we've never been able to prove their existence, folks. It's something to wonder about. Either way, both stories we read today, folks, are truly enlightening. From gray aliens or demons to pterosaurs, all of these things are truly enlightening and truly intriguing to learn more about every day, folks. So in the future, we'll have more to learn about, because undoubtedly there will be more stories. But now, everyone, we're at the end, so please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics That Are Bad For You. You can use the YouTube link down below in the descriptions of the chat to go subscribe to me. Hit that like button for me. Make sure you're still subscribed. Leave some comments down below. Hit that bell for notifications. Make sure that the part of the bell that'll give you all future notifications, and please share this video out. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow with another great video, so be sure to come back again then, folks. Till next time, folks, I'll see you all again soon.